wait. Oh. I was scared for a second. You know how in the bottom of OBS it has like the color to show how your stream's doing? It was like
Yeah.
hard red. I was like, oh no.
Oh. Oh no.
Something's wrong. But no, it's good. It's good. We are live.
Yeah.
People are here. I gotta close Twitter. My
Yeah.
phone is telling me that you've tweeted we are live because
Hmm.
I didn't already see that tweet. But the Twitter app's really broken right now. I blame all the
Yeah.
shadow banning. I get
Yeah.
notifications on Twitter that I don't get on desktop and vice versa. It's super messed up.
Yeah.
And
I've
sometimes
been
just
having
super late.
I've been having the problem, yeah, where I get like the notification on my phone and I check it, and then like 5 hours later it'll pop up on the desktop, and it's
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
already saw this. It's
I
weird.
get that, and I get like the opposite too. It's nuts.
Hmm.
It makes talking to people about anime really hard. So we have to
Yeah.
do it this way in podcast form instead.
Yeah. Flawless transition there. Good job. Oh,
What transition?
going from talking about Twitter to talking about anime, because
No, no,
that's what
no,
we're here
no,
to do.
no. Twitter is anime.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It's totally anime. Have you seen the things people say? Like, you cannot have people that edgy without it being anime. Come on.
Hmm. I see what you mean. Okay, I'm on board now.
Okay, okay. We need a Twitter anime where it's just tweets. That's all it is. Just a line of
Yeah.
tweets. Or just find. Oh, you know how like Rooster Teeth has like their IT animation thing
Hmm.
where it's like they'll animate stuff from their podcast. I want
Yeah.
an anime that's just over the top, like 5 minute episodes based on like different people's tweet messages, like their threads. Like you have the ones about like uh what is it? The guy who's like the milk company he got fired from or whatever, so he's
Oh,
hijacking their
yeah.
Twitter. Like just have an episode of the anime of that. That would be fantastic.
Oh,
Oh
that would be so weird. I'd be down to watch that though.
yeah.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Which speaking of, I know we're not really there yet, but
Uh,
did you drop Crossing Time, right?
yeah, I did.
Okay, this week's episode is basically just a brother and a sister sitting there, and instead of talking, they're just texting each other. So it's pretty close to a Twitter
Yeah.
only.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was some cute moments about it where it's like, ah, siblings,
Yeah.
and then there's
Oh.
some moments where it's like, what? Why are you bringing siscon stuff up? But
Ugh.
it was in a teasing light, but it's still like,
Yeah.
I guess it's just a bigger thing over there to tease about. It's probably because no one
Maybe.
teases about that here because everyone's just like it doesn't pass for regular conversation here. But
Yeah.
you
Hmm.
get Eromanga Sensei in Japan, so
Hmm.
maybe it's just a more common sort of teasing because I'm sure
Yeah, maybe.
is who knows.
Yeah.
I don't understand the culture. I haven't been in that country.
Hmm. Me either. That's someday. Yeah.
Yes, someday we'll be high schoolers in Japan
Yeah,
with
someday.
with the power of VR. It's coming.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so anime.
Yeah. Should get into news because we actually have news this week.
Yeah, we actually paid attention. We actually got our Twitter notifications this week, just
Hmm.
5 hours late and
Yeah.
displaced on the wrong medium. But
Hmm. Yeah.
so first up we got here is something I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
More Yuri. Woohoo!
Yes.
I,
More Yuri is always good.
I actually realized I forgot to record my manga haul video this
Oops.
month because today's the
Yeah.
last day. But it's okay, I'll do it tomorrow. But
Hmm.
got a volume of this actually, so
Oh, nice.
I'm a huge fan of Bloom into You. It's really nice because mm, I'm not sure 100% if it's supposed to be. Some of the characters come off as they could be either aromantic or asexual,
Hmm.
potentially, and it'd be interesting if they go that way. I really want them to go with, I think her name is You, the pink haired, yeah, it's You.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I hope it comes across that, like, oh, she's actually Ace, or maybe Arrow and just Platonic or something, or like
Hmm.
Gray Arrow Ace. I don't know. I want to see more. I do want it to be gay, but I want to see more representation of other. That's the hope,
Yeah,
right? Of other types of the
that
queer
would be good.
community.
Yeah,
That's why.
definitely.
That's why I'm such a big fan of Nameless Asterism, because I'm pretty sure the main girl's twin brother was trans. Probably.
Hmm.
They never got
Yeah.
enough time to fully flesh it out, but it like definitely was there
Hmm.
and stuff like that, which
Cool.
is cool. So
Yeah, cool.
hoping they go that route. Hopefully. But yeah,
Hopefully.
it's getting an anime. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it'll be in
Uh,
October.
Troika is doing it, which is interesting. This is the director's only second ever, because I did look into this when they announced it.
Hmm.
It's only their second ever anime they've directed as the full director themselves. The other
Hmm.
one being Sakurasa's Bone, or Sakurako Bone Collector, or whatever. Beautiful Bones,
Hmm.
Sakurako's Investigation, that's it. Which has a strong 7.47 on Mal. And I know a lot of people have talked about it saying it's really good. And it's really
Yeah.
pretty. So,
Huh.
if that's their first directing, people are saying it's good, then I'm excited that they're doing more. Troika is also
Yeah.
interesting because they're relatively new. They
Yeah.
haven't done a lot, but the stuff they have done all has high ratings, except for All No Zero's extra
Yeah.
archives and second season. So
Yeah.
as
Well,
long as they
Almost Zero
don't
is
do a
garbage.
second season, never let them do another season. But they did Recreators, which I know you really like,
Yeah.
and the
That
first
show's so
season,
good.
All No Zero, which everyone loves.
Yeah.
Well, people say it's really the first season. Maybe not loves, but a lot of people really like it, and then
Hmm.
second sucks.
The the ending of season one is awful,
Yeah,
and season two is
it
terrible.
was
But
getting you
it's
ready
it's okay.
to not have any hopes for season two. That was the whole
Yeah.
point of it. If season two wasn't as bad as it was, maybe the ending to season one wouldn't be as bad because it had to lead into season two, you
Hmm.
know.
True.
But yeah, they also did Idolish 7, which I don't know too much
Oh
about
yeah.
besides it
I've
being idols. But
hmm I've heard people say that's really good, but yeah, I'm not really interested in checking it out. But it sounds like people really like that show.
yeah, what's really interesting to me about this studio is the fact that they do like completely different genres for all this stuff. Like, I'll Know Zero is like this action, hardcore military sci-fi mecha show.
Hmm.
Recreators still has sci-fi, but it's like also this action fantasy, and it's like
Yeah.
a lot of it is this really in-depth, introspective kind of. Not so much like All No Zero is just, from what I understand, what people have told me, is really heavy in the first half about like the politics and the actual like
Hmm.
the like fleet battles. Like it goes really in depth into that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Recreators plays a lot with like the different ideas of mediums and stuff, which is really kind of more in
Hmm.
depth and interesting too. I don't know about Idlish 7, how deep it goes into
Yeah.
the music industry or how deep it goes into Hot Boys, but
Hmm.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there's fan art somewhere of the Hot Boys going deep into the other Hot Boys, but
Oh, definitely.
uh, and then Sakurako-san, Beautiful Bones. It's a
Hmm.
mystery, so mysteries have to have at least some sort of well-written plot and twist for it to actually be engaging. And with its
Hmm.
high rating, I'd assume it is. And Bloom
Yeah.
into You is one of those ones that's really introspective in the way it handles emotions, so they might actually be a good pick for it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
just weirdly different. Sorry, I'm just really excited about this.
Hmm.
I'm so excited to see this. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be great. I haven't watched any of Troika's stuff, but I'm still like, everything I've heard is good, so this must be good. It's for
Yeah.
Yuri.
It's definitely a good sign.
Hmm.
It's definitely something like you can have faith that they'll probably do pretty well with it.
Troika
Probably.
hasn't fucked anything up
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
except All No Zero's season 2. Here's hoping they don't fuck this up. Just
Yeah.
don't make a Bloom into You season 2. Just don't do a season 2.
Hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Anyways, yeah, so yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
The director, yeah. There's some other stuff. Supervising and writing the script is the person who did Sound Euphonium, Love Live, and A Place Further Than the Universe. So it's
All right.
going
Yeah.
to have good written scripts, because besides season 2 of San Euphonium, which from what I see on here, they wrote season 1, which was fantastic, A Place Further Than the Universe, which is fantastic, and Love Live, which has become a worldwide sensation.
Hmm.
There's some hope.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about the character design. I haven't seen Amagami SS or Love Election in Chocolate. I
Yeah.
never even heard of
I,
Love Election in Chocolate.
yeah, me either. I have watched Amagami SS, but I don't remember anything about it because it was several years ago.
Which
I
one is
remember
this?
liking it though. But
Well, this is just character designer, but
yeah.
I think there's a
Huh.
tiny trailer. Let me go back to the Mal page.
For
I
Bloom and
thought
You?
there's a trailer, maybe not, but the
Mm,
visuals are pretty that they have.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
excited,
Yeah. More Yuri is always good. I
especially
love it.
full episode Yuri.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so you brought this other thing up, this next piece of
Yeah.
news. I have no idea what this is about. You'll have to
Oh yeah.
guide
Yeah.
me through it. I didn't read
Yeah.
this. I didn't
Because
look through our news ahead of time.
yeah. So this is actually been ongoing for a couple of weeks now. Where I think it was like the Japanese government asked internet providers to start blocking particular manga piracy sites in Japan. And this apparently one of the telecom companies is complied with that and started blocking them. And now there are lawyers suing that company to try and get the stuff unblocked. And it's just this really fascinating thing because, like, obviously piracy is bad, but also this is kind of determining the like how much power can a government have over the internet? Like, can they control what people are allowed to see online and stuff? So it's a really interesting thing that is probably going to be important. This sort of case, like
Yeah,
going
because
forward.
that's really relevant too with what's going on in the States, right? It
Hmm.
kind of mirrors the whole net neutrality thing,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the fact that we're seeing multiple countries try to like take over at once. Which, how does that
Hmm.
work if all the countries are saying like, well, we regulate the internet now, and then the other countries like, no, we do. Like,
Yeah,
does everyone just move all their servers to whatever country is like free regulation?
yeah.
No
I don't
regulation.
know. This will be some wild stuff could come out of this. I don't know. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Because it's also there was one of the other articles about this whole thing was like the number of people that were doing using my manga piracy sites is like huge. Like I
Oh,
kind of expected it to be a lot, but didn't. I don't remember what the numbers were,
yeah.
but it was a ton.
Well, I I know it's anime, not manga here, but I know the one with the when you put
Hmm.
lips together. I'm not saying its name. I think it was Mother's Basement did a video that went over like the numbers of how much they make and how they make money off it, and how it's just like stolen pretty much billions of dollars from the industry. And they
Hmm.
have one of the biggest manga piracy sites too for English. So
Yeah.
I'm not
But,
that surprised. I'd be more surprised at Japanese, because people can speak Japanese there. It's easier to obtain the content there, right? Like it's
mhm.
made in your language and easier to like buy than it is in the West. Like
Yeah.
you would assume there'd be higher rates here just because people can't obtain certain stuff, but
Hmm.
also knowing how many people just steal like games and stuff here in the West anyways, and stuff they can get, it's because I mean
Hmm.
some people can't afford it and stuff. It's a little like it's you can
Yeah.
kind of understand, but for stuff that like manga that is like $5, it's like $6. It's like half the price as it is here. Like,
Hmm.
although I guess room is another big issue, making sure you have the room
Yeah.
for it all. It's still
Yeah.
it's like there's that iffy.
Yeah. Yeah. I found one of the other articles here, and it says that piracy has inflicted an estimated amount of more than 400 billion yen.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of this article you sent too.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay.
Between
Oh.
September 2017 and February, 400
Hmm.
billion yen. Like that's a
Yeah.
tiny
That's
time
a
frame.
lot.
That's 3.72 billion dollars worth of
Yeah.
damage to copyright holders. And that's
That's
like
so much. Whew.
that's half a year.
Yeah.
4 billion in half a year, which that comes out of the people who are making this, and they're not going to be able to make as much. So I mean, hey, sustain the industry. Buy stuff if you
Yeah.
can. That's why I do these manga haul videos. Why I try to like,
Yeah.
stream it on legal sites or buy it. I
Mm-hmm.
understand if you can't, especially with old stuff. There's some old stuff that's impossible to find.
Yeah.
Like you wanna watch the Nanoha dubs? Good fucking luck. Like stuff like that. But I mean, if you can, you should. If you can.
Always try and find a legal solution if you can.
Yeah, even
Always
if it's like
support it. Yeah.
even if it's like a week late on Crunchyroll with the ads. Though I know a lot of people being a week late is actually huge because you get spoiled and you aren't up to date with the conversation anymore, which is a huge issue, but
Yeah.
still.
Still. Support
Okay.
it whenever you can.
Yeah. Time to move on before we get more preachy.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm
so-
excited about this next news.
Yeah. I still have to watch this. I still have to watch this. Oh my god, there's so much I have to watch.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, Princess Principal. Yeah.
Six
movie sequel.
Six.
Yeah.
How many main girls are there? There's six. Is it one for each of them?
It might be.
There's five. So
Five.
one for
Yeah, I
each of them,
think
and
there's
then
five.
one big one for all of them, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That makes sense.
Where did they get the money for this? Apparently, the Blu-ray sales were huge for Princess Principal, but also
Yeah.
they did Made in Abyss, right? That's the same studio.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Princess Principal. That. I think the interesting thing is I'm seeing people complain about it being movies and not a show, but it's like 6 movies is like 3 times. Like, if a movie is an hour and a half, it's gonna be like It's gonna be like an 18 episode TV
Yeah.
season. Like, you're still getting more, even if they're only hour-long movies. That's still enough to make up one full season. Like, I get you have to wait longer between, but it's like you're still getting the same amount of content in the long run.
Yeah, and I think for like the storytelling, like you can do more with an hour and a half than you can with a couple of 20-something minute episodes. So
Yeah, so it's
you can get
Actus
some bigger things.
3 Hertz. Oh, so it's actually the Girls in Panzer studio,
Oh.
so that makes sense why it's movie sequels.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like movie sequels.
we do.
And 3 Hertz, which did Flip Flappers, that was it.
Yeah,
So it's a mix between Actus and 3 Hertz. They also did Dimension W, and they're working on Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online right now, which is gonna get them a lot of money for these movies.
Oh yeah.
I hope they announce a Flip Flappers movie. That would be
Yes.
I
more
don't
Flip
really
Flappers.
where you could go from there. Unless if they did like a
Yeah.
whole redid the prequel completely as a movie, that could be interesting.
That would be. I don't know. On one hand, I do want more Flip Flappers. On the other hand, it's such a good thing. It's so
watch.
good just on its own.
I need to watch more of this stuff. I'm just gonna go through and watch all of Studio 3 Hertz's stuff. Because
Yeah.
they're really cool. They do a ton of original stuff. They'll do like an original show, then work on another show, then do an original again. Like they did Sorano Method I've been meaning to watch, which is original. Princess Principal, which is an original, I believe. Right? Yeah.
I think so.
Dimension W is not original, but they did it with Orange. Like they just did it with others. Flip Flappers is original. Sword Art Online Gun Gale obviously isn't, but it's going to fund their next original, which I believe is called Black Fox. This is original, right? Yes,
Yeah.
they're coming up with another one called Black Fox, which looks so cool. Have you seen the trailer?
No, I haven't. But I'll get it now.
Oh, it's like ninja stuff.
Ooh.
It's like
I'm into
modern
it.
day ninja stuff. I'm down.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the idea of modern day ninjas in the Bino, and I'm so excited to see like this original take by Sweethearts. Their stuff is cool.
Yeah. I really think you should watch Princess Principal sooner rather than later.
I need to.
I really think you'll like it a lot. It's really good.
think I'm going to just go through and finish off, just binge all the 3 Hertz content I can, because I've already seen 2 of the shows. I'm watching Sword Art Online Gun Gale as it's coming out, so there's only 2 other completed shows out there, and then like 4 specials.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, one of these is a chronological summary episode of episodes 1 to 8 of Princess Principal 2, so I don't even need to watch that one. But
Yeah.
like the Dimension W special and the Sorno Method special and the Dimension W mini 5-minute special things.
Hmm.
And then 2 shows. That's not much. I like the idea of having watched everything of a studio. I want to go through and watch all of Trigger's work sometime. There's
Yeah.
a few of those studios I really want to do that with. KyoAni too, I think would be
Hmm.
cool. White Fox,
Yeah.
that one I think.
White Fox.
They did ReZero and
Oh.
Scorching Ping Pong Girls, which is a weird mix. They're the ones who no, that's Kinema Citrus did Scorching Ping Pong Girls. I do want to
Hmm.
see all of Kinema Citrus stuff. They're the ones who did Made in Abyss. So I want to go through and do all of their stuff. They did something with White Fox. That's what I was thinking. They did the Order of Rabbit with White Fox. So White Fox did Steins Gate, ReZero, Katanagatari, stuff like that.
Hmm.
So there's some cool stuff there. Girls Last Tour.
Oh yeah,
So yeah.
that's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they also did Matoy.
Oh. Yeah.
At least they did the Matoy OVA. Yeah, they did all of Matoy. Okay.
Okay.
So they got some cool style stuff in there. I'd like
Hmm.
to go through and to watch all of that stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, but they did a Kami Ga Kill. I'm not watching that. It's so bad.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't know.
It's
I've heard the name enough times that I feel like I should check it out.
the
But
first episode has a really good twist in it, and then the
Mhm.
rest is just like super cheesy and bad, and it just like I don't know. I don't like it. They do a lot of
Yeah.
killing off characters just for the shock and like trying to like just really gory shock kills and stuff as a way of being like, oh look, we're subverting the shonen trope. It's like, no, you aren't. You just have a shonen with really needlessly bloody murdy deaths. Murdy.
Mm.
That's a new word. Murdy.
Yeah.
I hear the manga's better because, you know, goes on farther, but I don't know how true that is, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, 6 Princess Principal movies. Woo!
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah. I think they're supposed to start next year, so got a while to wait still, but it'll be worth it.
I'm gonna skip our next news for now, just to go to more movie announcements. Shirobako got a movie announced. So
Ooh.
the Musashi Sakai X Shirobako Spring Festival has been going on for 4 years since the first one aired, and at the end of this one, they finally announced that they're working on a new movie. Very, very early works because they still have to finish the other projects the staff are on, but they're coming together to make a movie, which is going to be super cool. I assume it's going to be because the whole thing was about the 5 girls wanting to work on something together eventually, so their journey into the industry. I hope it'll be them all coming together on the same project. That would be cool to work on some project.
Yeah.
Which would make sense too because they're all, if it's a movie, that they'd be working on a movie instead of a show. Yes, and funny enough, I knew pretty much all of this going on live because Miles from Crunchyroll was there live tweeting, and so was Canapa Effect. So
Cool.
I just saw a bunch of tweets from them, just constantly. They're like in line, but I don't know if they're together, just at different parts in the line at certain things. It would have been really funny if they were both there and didn't know and just ran into each other, saw each other's tweets, like, hey, same festival. They're probably hanging out, I would assume.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
They know each other. Why wouldn't you? But yeah, I'm super excited about this. Shiobako's such a good show. It's so fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other thing that was announced is a show that looks really dumb, but fantastic. Calamity of a Zombie Girl. They announced this apparently back in 2012.
Yeah. That makes you a little worried.
Light novel adaptation that will be digitally distributed. It makes you a bit worried, but also makes you go, did they spend those 6 years all working on it to make sure it came out right? Because this trailer looks good. Like, this trailer doesn't...
Yeah.
They have some studio they're working with called Stingray, who I've never heard of before. So it might be like their first work, and like they tried to put a lot into make this their big break. But it's supposed to be some like comedy horror, or a zombie girl or something, and it looks so wild, but great.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of like early 2000s horror, like, because in early 2000s there's like a huge boom of horror anime, right? We got like Higurashi no Nakuko ni and stuff, and then eventually we started near the end when it started petering out. We got like another Shiki, and we got like Blood Plus, Blood C minus, or whatever. That stuff, it reminds me a lot of like that kind of style of animation and stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because I actually like that style a bit. It has like heavy use of shadows and stuff, which is like cool. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this trailer does look cool. I like the character design a lot. I like they look good. So yeah, I looked it up on Mal, and they don't have the studios added to the page yet, so I don't know.
can't even find the page. Wait.
Yeah, you can't find it by searching the English name.
Yeah.
You have to search the Japanese one.
Oh, Zaumi Shoujo no Seinen. I pronounce that horribly, but that's okay.
That's okay.
We found it. Oh, there's a one episode special from 2012.
Yeah, it's 45 seconds. This is probably more of a like promotional video.
Yeah, it looks like a promotional video for the light novels.
I don't know. I'm
trying to find the new anime adaptations.
Yeah. It's there. It's the...
Yeah, both of the adaptations have the exact same name, so it's like, open them both, hope you get the right one. There we go.
Yeah.
So, airing July 4th, the first episode. Apparently it's being distributed digitally, so I guess they don't have to worry about other...
Oh, yeah.
But
they can just do whatever.
Yeah, from what I heard, it's about a zombie girl and a cannibal girl. A girl who just eats human flesh. I don't know if they're friends, if they're enemies, who knows? But
who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be dumb fun. That might be a good one for, like, one of our book club series. Potentially.
Potentially.
But it comes at a weird time. July 8th, like, that's the middle of the summer season, right?
I think so.
Because we're 4 episodes in, so it's going to be another 2 months. July 18th. Yeah, it's going to be like 2 or 3 episodes into the other season, I think. And it doesn't say how many episodes it'll be. So.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Interesting. Yeah.
Alright, so that's our news.
Yeah, that's it for news. News finally started happening again, so yeah.
Woohoo. Now we can talk about what we've watched or read this week.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll start off here. I haven't done a whole lot this week. I'm doing other stuff mostly, but I read a little bit more Gunslinger Girl. I don't know why. It's like totally fine. I think I'm kind of burnt out on that story and that setting. Since I'm like, it's just like I already know these stories and what happens, and I don't know. So it's not super exciting to read.
You have to get past all the old stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like kind of interesting to see the differences, but it's not. I don't actually know if I'm going to keep reading this. I keep telling myself that, but I like read another chapter here or there. So I don't know. Not much to say about that. And then I started watching Haikyuu finally after you've been telling me to watch it.
Doing it.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 episodes of it, and it's pretty good. I like it. Like, I'm not super into sports anime, but this is a good one. I like it.
One day I'll convert you to the sports life.
Maybe.
Sport.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and work my way through season 1 of this, and then I'll see if I go from there. We'll see. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I really like the animation when they're like actually playing volleyball. It's so smooth. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's really well animated.
Yeah, looks fantastic. And then for this season, current season stuff, I watched the episode Love to Triangle, and that was last week, and I don't remember what happened.
No, I'm not caught up because it doesn't matter. Because it literally,
Yeah.
it doesn't even go through like half the plot that's in the manga. It skips so
Mhm.
fast. It's like,
Yeah.
why am I watching this? I can just
Mm.
read it instead and it'll be better. I own the first volume. I can read more. I had to buy
Yeah.
it through this weird hentai organization.
Nice. Yeah. And plus, if you're behind, you can just get caught up in like 20 minutes, so it's no problem.
Oh
And
yes,
marathon the whole thing.
Project
Yeah.
Hentai,
Ah, nice.
which they still don't have volume 2.
Mhm.
I don't think. Wait, I'm gonna check right now. On a side window.
Yeah.
No one has to see. Because they don't have a noun, like, they don't have dates ever for when their stuff was released or when the new stuff is. All I know is the first one came out in 2017, first volume.
Mhm.
There's like 6 volumes on in Japan, I think, right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, they still only have volume 1.
Oh, weird. I wonder if it's maybe like it didn't sell
Maybe.
super well, so they're not doing the next one yet or something.
Possibly, which would suck because they just killed the series by putting it on a hentai
Yeah.
when it's not. It's just
Yeah.
edgy, and then like it, of course, doesn't sell because it's not straight up porn, and then no one goes for it.
Mm. That would be too bad. So, yeah.
They also
When's-
dropped the Secret Devil Chan, I think, which
Mm.
the first volume went out of print. They never got it back in. They never had a second printing. I think volume 2 might be out of print by now too. No, it's still in print, but they never put out the third and last volume. It's like,
Mm.
stop doing this. It's like, don't kill
Yeah.
this series.
Sounds like maybe be careful when ordering from that
2017.
company then.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
get your hentai one-shots and doujinshi.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently they actually do doujinshi, but it looks like it's original stuff, not actually other series, because they probably
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which,
Trying to sell.
if you want it, if you want porn stuff, just go with Faku. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I think they have like one series that's like actually sells
Mhm.
because it was like a super popular series or something. That's not like one non hentai one, which I don't know how to find the stuff that's not like. Oh, yeah, they set it as borderline H instead of like ecchi or anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's ecchi too. There's borderline H and ecchi.
Huh. Weird.
And then it's just, you can't even find. This site's a mess.
Yeah.
This user interface is garbage. Yeah, so Love to Triangle is borderline H.
Mm-hmm.
I swear they had another series. Oh, they have See Me After Class. That
Oh.
one's... It's a well-known gender bender, but
Ah.
it's not. I think it's digital only. Yeah, that's the other thing. They do love digital.
Oh.
I swear there was a series they had that was like actually popular.
Huh.
Maybe they don't have it anymore. Maybe it got
Oh, yeah.
dropped.
Maybe.
Popular tags 69.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at this
Yeah.
site because I couldn't
Yeah.
find it. It's one of those like light novel or like Magic Academy things, I think.
Oh,
One
yeah.
of those. Oh, I think they also had Hentai Prince and Stony Cat. I think they had that series. I'm not sure.
Mm.
But they had like something. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry for that random tangent.
Anyway.
I got distracted by
Yeah.
porn.
That's a common problem. It's okay. Anyway, the only other thing that I watched this week outside of the book club stuff was Golden Kamuy.
Which
I watched that right before we started.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen yet. Because I was
Yeah.
playing Splatoon when I got home instead of watching anime. And then I was
Nice.
like, oh no, I have to catch up on stuff and didn't have time. I'll probably be watching it after this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. The show, like, despite some of the animation problems, it's still a really good show. And also, you were totally right. It's like practically a cooking show.
Yeah,
There's so much
basically.
food.
And there's so much cultural stuff. It's so good.
Yeah, That's what I really love about this show is like
The
it's
mix of
historical and cultural without being fantasy and weird.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
got this like slow pace at times, and then just enough action to keep it going. And
Hmm.
for the CGI bears, the fact that it still has a 7.5 says something. Like,
Yeah. Like the writing, this is just so strong
hmm
that it's overcoming the issues it has.
yeah.
Oh, but man, just imagine if it did have good animation
Oh,
across the board.
oh,
Oh,
oh! Imagine if they had the Megalobox animation team. Oh,
oh,
actually, the bears might still be CG. We'll talk about the one crowd shot when we get there.
oh yeah,
This,
oh yeah.
there was that one
Love that
half
crowd
second
shot.
crowd shot where we're like, oh no,
Yeah,
no.
I
Okay,
love
we're
it.
fine. We're safe.
Great.
It's just the
Yeah.
one.
Anyway,
Just yeah,
we'll get to that.
yeah.
But yeah, that was all I watched this week. So how about you?
Alright, well, I haven't seen Golden Kamuy yet because I was literally watching stuff right up to here and I just finished Your Mushy Petal. I'll start with my
Yeah.
manga because I
All right.
finished the first volume of DNA Doesn't Tell Us because I was like a chapter or two off,
Oh yeah.
which is just cute animal girls. Yay. I can't wait for volume 2 to come out. Lesbian animal girls, it's goes on my gay shelf. It's nothing special, but it's alright. It's okay.
Yeah. Cool.
I actually think they could have done a lot more with the premise. Like,
Mhm.
there's another manga, which I haven't seen any new translated chapters for, where it's that same premise, but specifically just cat girls, and it's done really well, and it's really cute. It's a
Oh,
lot cuter,
cool.
so. I read some more Zero Biori, some
Hmm.
chapters got translated, which is just another cute slice of life.
Yeah.
Yuri, Shoujo Ai. And then some more chapters. I apparently fell way behind on the chapters being translated for Shirai Teki ni Shindekure, so I caught up on that.
Hmm.
It's about a girl who falls in love with another girl instantly and keeps trying to buy her. It's just like, I'll
Oh.
give you money and stuff, and just, it gets like, she constantly tries to like find ways to get this other girl's attention who's just like oblivious or annoyed and just ignores them, but then somehow accidentally just obliviously turns the tables and the other girl is just like mentally destroyed with how gay she is. It is like
Oh.
the comedic useless lesbian series that's
Yeah.
really over the
Oh.
top,
That sounds really good.
kind of funny. It's like they end up like, oh, you forgot your umbrella. All you can walk under me with mine, and then her brother shows up instead. So they're
Hmm.
like, oh, we only have two umbrellas. There's three of us. So he ends up walking with, the girl she likes ends up walking by herself, and that girl's
Hmm.
brother ends up walking with her, and she and the
Hmm.
brother just start like plotting out like, hey, I can totally like give you her number and stuff. I can be your wingman, and she's just like, oh, thank God, here, and starts handing him cash, and the other one's like, get back over here, get away from the creepy lady, like come under my umbrella and stuff. It's like really dumb, but funny. I enjoy it. It's hard to explain. It's got like this certain kind of humor that just
Yeah.
hits the right places for me. I find it really funny.
Cool.
And that's pretty much all the manga I read. I haven't read too much this week. Anime wise, I watched some anime, not a ton.
Mhm.
So I watched the new episode of Comic Girls. That is like my Wednesday pick me up.
Hmm.
It's like every
Get
Wednesday I get to
Yeah.
get through hump day by watching Comic Girls. I usually don't watch Megalobox that day anymore. I'll watch it on Mondays, so I'm like fresh for the podcast, which means
Yeah.
I have to watch Megalobox Crossing Time.
Mhm.
Well, Crossing Time's 5 minutes. That doesn't count. But Megalobox, Your Mushy Petal, Golden Kamuy, Key, and anything else in like
Mhm.
the small amount of time I get from when I get home from work before this podcast, which is why I end up missing stuff and not because I
Yeah.
shoved too much into one day and should just watch it early.
Hmm.
But Comic Girls continues to be cute and funny. This
Yeah.
whole episode is joking about how one of the girls ends up accidentally, well, not accidentally, but she gets hired to write basically like hentai.
Oh yeah.
Gets put under the pen name Big Boobs Himiko-san, and she has to do a live signing. And it's like the name though. She's all self-conscious because she doesn't even have big boobs, and she's like,
Aw.
why would my publisher use that name? It's just
Whoops.
ridiculous but funny,
Yeah. Cool.
and they're all like supportive and stuff, and it's nice. It's cute.
Hmm.
There's some good game moments where it's like she can't sleep with our favorite stuffed animal, and then she grabs the like really small girl and just falls asleep instantly. It's like that's
Oh.
that's the kind of
Oh.
gay content I live for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, so Comic Girl's still good.
Hmm.
I watched another episode of Takunomi, learned some more about Japanese beer. That's pretty much all those episodes are. There's
Hmm.
3 left before I'm done. They're only like 12 minutes, so you get to know more about beer. Then you get longer beer advertisement anime than you do Love to Triangle, and it's depressing.
Yeah.
But
Well,
well,
from what I
maybe
understand, Japan loves their beer. So.
maybe one day I'll. Well, they also go into other alcohol, not just beer.
Ah.
But
Okay.
maybe one day I'll drink something. And then I talked about Crossing Time earlier, so I won't get too much into it. It does look
Hmm.
like it's just going to be different relationships every week, maybe. I think that
Yeah.
was the last characters that show up currently as
Hmm.
cast. Oh no, I think there's one more group of characters. Ah,
Oh.
it'll never go back to the main two. I just want the main two.
Yeah.
Actually,
Dang.
I've never looked at this studio before. Akachia Pilka. This is the first thing they've ever done, and only thing.
Huh.
So that might explain some of that.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I watched Yomushi Pedal right before this, which I love my dumb bike boys,
Yeah.
the dumb bike boys. But this episode was kind of cool because there's one character that everyone makes out how well he thinks everything out, and like he's just like this super conniving like trickster who plans so far ahead of everyone and like just knows what everyone's gonna do like the week before they even do it. Like you'll plan it out.
Hmm.
And they really showed in depth some of that this episode, which is really cool. Like also how fast he can make a decision. Like there's one point where it's like I heard from someone, like one of my guys overheard them say their plan, so he uses it to his advantage to then create another advantage for himself that then destroys their plan and stuff, and just like
Hmm.
he has like over 100 phases or whatever that he'll like say out to like his team, and they'll like start doing it. It's like this isn't working, and then like this one variable happens. He's like swapped to like we're jumping from plan 28 to 108 or whatever. Like we're skipping these phases, and like they'll just know what he means because he's drilled it into them, and it works. And
Hmm.
it's really neat seeing that, and like more of the uh, more of the thought out tactical
Yeah.
aspect of it. So
Hmm.
that's fun. And then
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's about it.
Cool.
So on to book club, shall we?
Yeah.
Do we want to a box, or do we want some key?
I don't know. Let's start with Megalobox. How about?
All right, Megalobox.
Yeah.
Megalobox. So I kind of figured they were gonna go with the gearless thing when it all broke, and he
Hmm.
beat the one guy without it. I'm like, this is a boxing anime, and like they built up in the beginning like my boxing versus your boxing.
Hmm.
I figured it'd come down to playing out some kind of like the purity of boxing without extra metal arms or width or whatever.
Yeah.
Which it might. It might not too. It might in the final round. They might actually give him the stuff against Yuri. Who knows? Because it's gonna be him versus
Mm.
Yuri in the final episode.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
I was kind of surprised this episode. Like, so we start off with the first big fight against the shark guy, and we have
Hmm.
that first crowd shot that's all CGI. I was like, oh no! And then there's no more CGI in the episode, and it's like, oh thank God.
Yeah. But then did you see the crowd shot at the end after he won, and all of the characters are like super basic drawn, and their faces look ridiculous.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's fantastic looking. I love it.
It is.
Yeah. It was, yeah. This episode, I was curious about what the like pacing of this show was going to be because it's only supposed to be 13 episodes, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, Okay, so they have these 5 matches to even get into the tournament, and they're gonna have the whole
I
tournament. So I was
figured
wondering how
those
they were
would
gonna
be
do that.
like. I figured those would take up like 2 to 3 episodes, which they might still because they're
Yeah,
building up. This is going to be the fourth match, and then we
yeah,
have the
fourth
fifth.
one.
So, they might do fourth and fifth in the next episode, or they might do fourth next episode, fifth the one after, and then that gives
Hmm.
time for like because it's top 4 in the tournament or whatever. So, if it's top 4, you're only going to have 2 rounds, unless if they do like round robin or something.
Hmm.
Which in that case it would be I guess 4 and then the final or whatever, possibly.
Yeah,
I think a round robin would be an interesting way to go about it. Get beat by
yeah.
Yuri for the first time, beat like 2 of the other guys, maybe go to a tiebreaker to get second, or
Hmm.
to then face Yuri or something, you know?
Yeah, that would be cool. Would be a good way to up the drama between them more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do kind of like the idea of it being more of a single elimination tournament and having Yuri as like this final boss at the end of the
Yeah. But
series.
if you do single elimination, he needs 2 wins to
Hmm.
get in, and then he'd only
Yeah,
have to win once to face Yuri. So that's only like 4 more
yeah.
matches. So I don't know how you get
Is
enough matches that way.
yeah, is it definitely just the 4 people? Because I can't remember how many
They
they said
said
is in the tournament.
they said yeah, 4 people, one like the top of each region or whatever,
Hmm.
I believe.
Okay, okay. Because yeah, I was trying to figure that out. It's like I just couldn't remember what they had said.
Because yeah, they're also
Yeah.
saying like we're looking for the final, like the final fighter, and they show like 3 people and then one empty space. So
Okay.
pretty sure it's
That's what
top
that
four.
screen was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
What did you think about the fight with the shark guy?
Uh, I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird that like I thought it was odd that Joe just suddenly like lost all of his nerve and was
Hmm.
super like scared during this fight. Like I guess it was like he's been fighting with gear all this time and now he's without it, and
And it's
maybe that
also
was like
like
kind of a crutch.
this
Yeah.
is the first official match he's ever
Hmm.
getting to fight. Like it's
Yeah.
finally happening type thing. So that like I think the level he got put out of it was a little
Hmm.
unexpected. I didn't think it would be that far out of it. I did like the
Yeah.
representation where they're like showing him kind of like sinking into the mat of like what it feels like.
Yeah.
That
That
was
was a
neat.
really good thing.
But like the fact
Hmm.
where he kept zoning out, I'm like, does he have a concussion? Is it something? It's like, no, he's just nerves. I was like, I I've had really bad nerves for like
Hmm.
competitive stuff, and I it doesn't. It's not like that. Though I guess the fact that they're like, well, you could die,
Hmm.
definitely
Yeah.
adds extra levels to it that I've never
Yeah.
experienced. But
Probably. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. But yeah, I think it was. You're right. It was just weird, like how out of it he got.
it
That
felt
was
like it was too far to the
strange.
extreme and too fast. Like they didn't show enough of a build up to it,
Hmm.
and then it was just
Yeah.
like the one hit, and he's like, oh, he's fucked. Like,
Yeah.
but he
He's
was
like he
kind of out of
was
it
totally
before
shook.
the hit too.
Hmm. I
But
don't know. It was just such a weird, like such a
they needed
severe change from his usual cocky self.
I guess they needed like they needed to have like the moment for the kid to really like
Hmm.
establish why he's still on the team because he joined because it's like you can work on the gear and now he's just gearless. So it's like they needed
Yeah.
something maybe. Like
Yeah. Now he's just hanging out.
he's the Rock.
Hmm.
Oh, and I totally called that he used to be a trainer for top level pros because this new guy he met called him Coach Nambu. It's totally his old student,
Yeah.
like 100% at the
Yeah.
end. Which
Yeah.
so next episode I think will just be their match and then a bunch of backstory to this other guy in Nambu. That's what I'm expecting out of the next episode.
Yeah. I could see the next episode not even having that match. You actually, if it
Just
was
back.
just like it was just his backstory and then training to prepare for
That
him,
could
and then
be.
like the match starts at the end. I could see that.
That could be too. Because
Yeah.
we have a lot. We have 9 episodes left. So
Yeah. For
if
like
they
what 4,
yeah
5 matches.
if they
Something like
do single elimination, it would only be like 4 matches. If they do
that.
round robin, it might be about 6, which still 9 episodes. You got room to play with.
Hmm.
It'd be interesting if they kind of rushed through it and then had like the final fight with Yuri, just like each episode one entire round. That'd be dragged out way too long. That would
Yeah,
not work, but
that wouldn't work at all.
it'd
It's
be interesting. Oh, the soundtrack this episode continued to be phenomenal.
yeah, it's
The
so
song
good.
where when they're doing the montage is like Oh,
Oh, it's so
fantastic.
good.
I I hope they put this soundtrack out on like vinyl or something. I
Oh,
want it.
me too. I really want to get the soundtrack.
Has
It's
anyone
so good.
licensed this?
God, I hope
No.
so. They
No one
better.
has. That's
Jeez.
insane. It might be hard to license though, because the Ashita no Joe
Hmm.
license might be hard to license just in general.
Yeah.
Has anyone licensed that?
I
No. The original is not
I
licensed.
I imagined at some point, like this is seem like it's gonna be really popular. I imagine at some point someone will be like, "We should pick this up, no matter what the cost is.
Yeah.
Like it'll pay it off,
That
pay
that
for
might be
itself."
another reason. There might be companies fighting over it right now, because I could see
Yeah.
Netflix having tried to fight for it, but Crunchyroll got it, so apparently Netflix dropped the fucking ball on that one. They didn't
Hmm.
think it would be big, and Crunchyroll's like, we're taking the stream rights. See you suckers later. But so
Yeah.
I would guess if it gets home video because it's through Crunchyroll and they're the partnership with Funimation, I would guess Funimation would get it,
Yeah.
which
Probably.
means it might get a dub, which would be interesting.
Oh yeah, that would be. Oh, wasn't there? Was it for? No, I was thinking. I saw a dub announcement this today. I think it was for Golden Kamuy and not for Megalobox.
Yeah, I think
I
Golden
think.
Kamuy. I think Funimation picked it up, so it might be. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
check
I
that.
believe so.
Yeah,
It's
Funimation
good.
picked it up, so it's probably Golden Kamuy.
Hmm.
I definitely,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. 6 hours ago, Golden Kamuy dub. Ian Sinclair and Monica Rial. Yeah. Anyway.
yeah.
Okay.
I like how much stuff is getting dubbed. I know some people don't like it, but it makes it so much more acceptable. I don't like the
Hmm.
live, like, the simul dubs, because I feel like you don't have enough information to really, like, unless, like, you don't have enough information to fully grasp the characters at that point, I feel like. Unless if the
Hmm.
manga's already out for whatever anime it is. But most of the time, the manga only starts coming out as the anime comes out, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's rough, because it's like, you want to get the right, like, sounding voices, the right tone, the right, like, you want, like,
Hmm.
if you have this guy coming across tough in an episode, do you want him to come off sounding like he's faking being tough, like he's actually like cocky and sure of himself, or if he's just like stating it like it's truth? Like,
Hmm.
there's so many different ways to come across that if you aren't sure what it is, it might just not come out
Yeah.
the same, and it can change it. So I don't know how I feel about simuldubs. I feel like
Hmm.
Funimation's doing a good job at it. I think they're doing it okay. I don't think other companies should try though. I don't think they have
Yeah.
the infrastructure. But I think I heard
Yeah.
that Sentai's were going to start trying to simul. I'm like, I
Mm.
don't like Netflix because they hold it for a couple months before even putting out the subs so they can dub it if they're gonna dub it, and then they put out like
Hmm.
subs for every language, which is cool, but they don't. They're bad half the time. Their subs are very bad.
Oh.
How is
Oh.
Netflix subs so bad? I don't get it. They don't even
Ugh,
line up with
Netflix.
the anime half the time.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
atrocious.
Yeah.
One
Dang.
one day I'll finish a Netflix anime. One day. I can't finish any of them. The subs drive me crazy. I hate it.
Oh. Yeah. It's like I kind of don't want to watch any of the Netflix anime because I just don't want to like give them the
Support.
numbers
Yeah.
and support it. Yeah.
There's just some anime that I really like that I want to support. The other
Yeah.
thing I don't like about Netflix is if Netflix gets it, there's a good chance it's not going to get a physical release.
Oh yeah. Because they're just not into that.
Yeah, they don't care.
Ugh.
And because they get it, it makes it hard for other companies to pick up physical release, because the other companies that do physical releases also get streaming rights, so why would they split it,
Smart.
right?
Yeah.
Though I've heard a lot more of anime strike stuff is going over to High Dive now in Sentai,
Hmm.
so that's interesting. Maybe something like that will happen in Netflix. Like Little Witch Academia, Violet Evergarden, they're not going to get physical releases ever,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Probably
Which,
not. Yeah.
well, Little Witch Academia is also screwed because they, I think it's Aniplex. I'm not sure. The company that does their physical releases in English are idiots. Like the Kill la Kill Tengen Toppan. That's, you just can't get that.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
we I ranted about Tugatsu no Lion. I don't have to go into more about how much I hate
Mhm.
companies that try to bring stuff over and don't understand. Like, this isn't the same culture as Japan. You can't sell it at that price. It's not gonna sell, and it's just gonna hurt. The the IP more.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
and they refuse to learn, even after all these years of their shit not selling.
Yeah. I guess it's selling well enough for them to not worry about changing. But if they change it, it would sell so much better.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But
Yeah.
they probably also don't have the means to print a bunch, so they're like, well, just print a few and charge like a way higher price or something dumb.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And actually, before we move on, I had one last note on Megalobox. Is that I don't know if this is like an intentional detail, but I like that Nambu is wearing the same suit he wore the last time because it makes me think like, oh, he's like this down on his luck guy who only has this one good suit to wear when he has to go talk to people.
He probably only
Yeah.
does have that one suit.
It's like,
They're
yeah,
living
it's
out
like,
in
you
the
know,
truck, like they're living under a bridge.
yeah. It's like it's such a small detail, and it might not even be intentional, but it's so good.
I have a feeling it's probably intentional. They do a good job at.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a good job at like little things mattering.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that's it for Megalobox.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's all I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. So,
So on to Key.
Key's getting weird, interesting, but weird.
Kind of real weird.
So, I've noticed the poster here for a while had like two keys, one with brown hair, one with gray. This episode really started to show the difference. I kind of realized every time weird shit starts happening with the electronics, her hair turns brown. But also she like gained a huge range of emotions.
Yeah.
Which she generally doesn't have, and then went back to not having any. So maybe there's that weird magic scene in her mind or something that was like full Evangelion congratulations type thing with like everyone around her. And it might be like, these are all people who are now supporting you, so they count as friends, so you've unlocked this magic power. Or something.
Yeah, it's something. It's like I think it's like her like having friends. She feels the emotional support from people, and that does activate something in her, and that makes her more powerful, more human-like, I guess, unlocks those emotions and everything.
Something
I guess
like
that's
that.
what. Yeah, so that's what her grandfather meant by the make these friends and you'll become human. It's just if you get that support, you'll be like that all the time instead of only occasionally, I guess.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions from this episode of weird stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
So we see the robots go berserk again because she's nearby, but we see the roses appear again, which I actually counted last time. I was like, there's 4. I should go back see if she had more before. This time, when you see the new one appear, she still has 4 at the end. So it's actually not her roses. They're coming from somewhere, but it's not hers specifically.
Yeah.
So, magic roses.
Yeah, and then
it's the dude from Sailor Moon. Just Tuxedo Mask is nearby, fucking with him.
And then there was the thing at the end where they were showing like a cross section of one of the singer robot that got hit by the rose, and I think what they were trying to show was that it looked like the rose penetrated into the robot, and then the thorns grew out and pierced the metal more. I think is what that was.
But they also, the neat thing about it, they looked like a key when they did it.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a keyhole.
Ooh.
It's all linked. It's symbolic.
Yeah.
There's some weird symbolism in this show, like the weird shrine and the girl at the shrine. I didn't understand that at all, but
yeah, that all happened so fast. I was like, wait, what is going on here? I almost went back and watched it a second time just to try and see what all it was. Because I think there was one shot of some lady with like 6 arms or something.
Something like that, yeah, really briefly.
Yeah.
And we had the whole thing with like the penguin or whatever, the guy who is clearly some random rich guy sitting in the crowd.
Yeah, the weird the guy coming home from the Ren Fair.
Yeah. He's gonna become relevant probably, it looks like. He's like followed them home, so. Oh yeah, I had a big question. So it's all like, save that guy, save him, or whatever. She just tosses him back up. No one goes upstairs to check on him. The other guy who was going upstairs has just disappeared. He never made out. Like, the robot killed itself. And he's like, that's weird. And then just left.
Yeah.
He didn't go check on the guy upstairs. He didn't tell anyone. Like,
Yeah.
the white-haired guy, I forget his name, just managed to walk all the way up.
Mhm.
Sergey just goes all the way up,
Oh, yeah.
finds him, like, traumatized on the roof. No one's come to help him. They've all forgotten about him
Yeah.
for Key. It's like,
Oof. Yeah. Just bizarre. I don't know. I think a lot of this is maybe there's no explanation behind that stuff, and they're just kind of hand wavy, just like, don't worry about it.
yeah,
Like
maybe it's just, like, supposed to be, like, Key's power or whatever pulled everyone's attention to her and away from him, and everyone forgot about him.
hmm something like that. Yeah.
Except some people noticed him go back up. It was just all the research people.
hmm Yeah, and there was that part where the guy was on his computer and started hearing singing.
Yeah, there
But
was
it
that
was really
too.
yeah.
And then as soon as Key woke up, it disappeared. So I'm wondering if that's Key. He also gets on the phone with
Yeah.
someone else who hears it. So it's
Yeah.
not it's not localized, but we don't hear it at what's her name's house. She might not have a PC, so that might be why. So we might find
Yeah.
out next episode just the scope of it.
hmm what the heck that even is, and what it's doing, how it's working. Yeah.
With the turned off PC.
Yeah.
Uh,
So weird.
what's this guy's name too? We have this guy show up, who's the bodyguard or whatever, right?
Oh, the trench coat guy.
Was
yeah.
was he the student in the first episode? The like helper of the
I
professor?
think so. I think he was.
But I can't remember if that's actually him or not.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember.
Hmm.
I meant to check that actually, but I forgot. But yeah, I think that is her grandpa's like assistant.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. He keeps going like, I can't make a move, or whatever, and then he finally does. Because he's like, oh no, they're there, like, they'll notice. But I guess once she acted up and had her attack, he's like, okay, the robots are busted, I can go. Or something, or the signal went out of whack. And then, or just the fact that she was falling in general is like, okay, I have to make a move.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the rope thing? It's just in boxes. Just throw the boxes over. Pull it out. Like, this guy managed to grab all the tablecloths and make like a rope. It would have been faster to just dump out those boxes. Fuck whatever's in there. Like, why is the emergency escape rope in a box?
Yeah.
That's some fire code violation bullshit right there.
Definitely. Oh. I would not go to that restaurant.
No.
It was like, this place is not safe.
Yeah. And the fact that like the staircase up to it too through the back is like into a back alley where some guy's now dead. His corpse is just laying there. It's like which
So
did no one find the corpse? Like that's still sitting around. Where are the cops? Like this is a big thing. Cops should have shown up by now.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. They had that one really brief scene where the trench coat guy was going up the stairs. He just got to the door and was like, oh, and he just kind of kept going. Like, oh, see ya. Dead body. All right, see ya. Whatever.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
It's like, I can't deal with this right now. I have other things on my mind.
Sorry, busy.
Yeah.
New trench coat. Who dis?
Yeah, and there was one question I had that got answered in this because I was wondering if Key was like actually really heavy because all of the mechanical stuff
grabs
looks,
her and it's like
it seems like he's having a tough time holding on to her.
And we know he's strong. Like he showed it earlier how strong he is. The fact that he's like, oh God, pull me up. Those bed sheets should not have lasted.
But it's for very strong tablecloths. Yeah. I don't know. This question raised this episode raised a ton of questions.
I'm still confused about her friend, whether she actually likes her or not. Like, it's always played off so weird. But she seems self-aware that it's like, I'm sorry for I was messing everything up. I was happy to see you again. And she's, like, hugging her. But, like, she hugged her when they first found her, too. And then started getting annoyed. So I wonder if she's like, I love you and you're my friend. But I fucking hate being around you because you just don't get it or whatever.
It's like, you're my friend and you're great, but also you cause so much trouble.
Yeah, it's like or she might be frustrated because she never isn't thinking of herself. It's just like you went
Mhm.
out to get this TV and got me flowers instead, and like you're
Yeah.
self-aware that you're causing trouble, and you're always down on yourself and blaming yourself for being different. Kind of
Hmm.
maybe it's something like that, but then she ends it with like, so I heard you went to like a concert with this guy who I think she might like, and it's like,
Yeah.
wait, now you're just gonna get jealous or something possibly? Like, where are you going with
Yeah.
this? You
Yeah,
can't
that
leave it
was
there. Where are you going with this? I'm kind of, do you like her or do you not?
yeah, that was a weird way to end the episode. I thought,
Just
oh,
end it with those two being lesbians. There you go.
yeah,
That's all we
yeah,
need.
much better. Yeah,
The the
totally.
the karate dude and the bodyguard can get together at the end. Like, there you go.
Yeah, yeah, sure, that works.
Men loving men and women loving women solidarity.
Yeah,
There you go.
totally. Yeah, that's. I'm really looking forward to the next episode now. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is
Now that
sweet.
it's getting more into the plot and it's not just
Yeah,
depressing, people are dead, depressing. Oh,
yeah,
these creepy guys that want to force you to shoot porn are stalking you, depressing. It's like,
yeah.
oh, now there's this weird mega corporation with this weird hand in robotics and stuff. Like it's getting more interesting and less just this is kind of fucked up
Hmm.
for the sake of it
Yeah.
being fucked up.
They, they finally finished doing all the establishing stuff, and now they're
Yeah,
into it.
yeah. Which it's fine for them to take that long because they have 15 episodes instead of just like 12 or 13. So
Hmm.
having an extra episode or two of establishment isn't that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really curious to see where this goes.
yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we'll find out next week. We watch episode 5, Key and Megalobox for
Third of the way
Shenanimegans.
through for Key, and almost halfway
Yeah,
from Megalobox. Almost. Well, two
almost. Yeah.
episodes, an episode and a half off from halfway, because it's
Hmm.
13. We have to figure out
Yeah.
when we're doing the double episodes for Key too.
Yeah.
I
We'll do
think
some math.
14, 13, and 11, 12 are gonna be a good bet, because then we
Hmm.
don't have to double watch
Yeah.
14, 15, 13
At the very end.
Megalobox and our OVA or movie or whatever. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably the good way to do it.
hmm
To free up that time at the end of the season.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think let me just pull up the episode names because I think the episodes actually they're ones that are like two-parters. Like they specifically say 1 and 2 of the name.
Oh.
I know we passed one early on, but if there's two more of those, we could probably just do those. Yeah, so 12 and
Oh
13
yeah.
are Virus 1 and 2. And actually, the
Oh
next are
yeah.
Scroll 1 and 2. So do we want to do a double next week? Go
Oh yeah.
back to
We could do
regular,
that.
then a double on episode 12?
Yeah, that would work. That'd work
Okay,
out.
so yeah, the episodes are 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh yeah, I see.
They
Yeah.
go together. Alright.
Okay. So yeah, next week we'll do 5 and 6 of Key.
Alright, sounds good. So we got 3. Oh god. I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna have so much to watch next Monday. I'll have to watch at least some of it on like Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm going to a housewarming party Sunday. Shit. It's
Oh.
all Monday. It's all Monday. Oh no.
All right.
Alright, that's fine. I'll just watch
Yeah.
Yomushi and Golden Kamuy on Tuesday instead.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's
Yeah.
it for us for this week, I believe. Unless if you had anything
Yeah.
else.
No, I think that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. If you want to see more of us, you can check out the Twitch stream. We're live every Monday evening. Twitch.tv/Sasam, SASAM, or you can find us on YouTube at shenanimegans.moe. You can subscribe to us there, and we try and get all the episodes uploaded in a timely manner. We do our best. And you can see all the seasons we've done, all 5. Then you can follow us on Twitter at LyricalBots and at That Guy Lastly, and then you can join our Discord and come hang out and chat with us and tell us how wrong our anime opinions are at shenanimegans.moe/Discord.
Don't forget to show your own Twitch. Well, you can.
Oh yeah, yeah. Twitch.tv/Lastly to see me be bad at video games sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and good at triangles and geometry.
occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yeah,
Every once in a while, just mad triangles for
yeah,
days.
definitely. But
Anyways,
yeah,
yeah, that's about it for us. So thank you for watching again. Have
yeah.
a good night, day, whatever, and we'll see you next
See you
episode.
next week.
And I
Yeah, see
promise
ya.
I'll try better to get these up on YouTube.
Yeah,
I can't
see
promise
ya.
I'll try, but I'll try to try.
Yeah, we'll see.